The Chinese foreign minister was talking, and he did say Xi and Trump do respect each other. So a little bit of optimism ahead of that meeting between both of them. But let's just move on to another story now. And this is a really interesting one. For the first time this century, the US government's debt burden is on track to exceed levels in both Italy and Greece. What does the IMF forecast actually show here? And is this a real big concern?
It's crazy stuff, isn't it? Remember, it hasn't been that long, Leanne, that we were all talking about Greece debt levels. Was Greece going to fall out of the euro? You know, Greece and Italy were such the problem children, not just of Europe, but of the world economy. Now we have the IMF saying that U.S. debt is on track to exceed 143% of national income over the next 7 years or so. That's way above Greece. That's way above Italy. Utterly remarkable stuff. And it means that the U.S. is now paying more to service its debt. So its debt interest is more than it spends on defense, which is utterly, it's hard to get your head around that. But in answer to, is it a problem? At the moment, not yet. The U.S. can still borrow for 10 years at a rate of about 4%. Now, that's a lot higher than we saw during the great financial crisis, than we saw during the pandemic. But historically, that's still a pretty low borrowing rate. And the reason for this is because the dollar remains the global reserve currency. People, central banks, countries want to hold dollars. They pay for stuff in dollars. And when they hold, they don't just hold dollars, they also hold things that are denominated in dollars, like treasury bonds, treasury bills. It's quite fashionable right now to talk about whether the dollar will continue to be the world's reserve currency because of this U.S. debt, because of the erratic policy making coming out of the U.S. I don't see any risk of the dollar being deposed anytime soon. So the U.S. will continue to enjoy that exorbitant privilege for quite a while longer.